Hello, 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 and welcome to another edition of the Brian Colletto Show, streaming on my LinkedIn and my YouTube by way of Restream. And if this should ever be repurposed to other platforms, wherever you may listen to podcasts or live shows, and a disclaimer that this is not professional information, this is just lived experiences, either from myself or from other people. Please seek a professional where it is appropriate. So, I want to start this show talking about. I'm going to veer a little bit. I usually start with autism, but I'm going to talk more about different ability employment month, as I call it. So we are in October. Um, it's commonly referred to as Disability Employment Month, but I call it Different Ability Employment Month because I kind of see uh, the other D word as not the best word to describe things. Um, and I first learned about this day from another post I saw last year. And I know that the that this year is the 80th year of this annual observance in the month of October. I mean, we all know that October is very well known for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. World Mental Health Day is coming up this week as well. Um, and I'm a big advocate for mental health also. And, you know, and obviously breast cancer is triggering um, for some people. I will say that I do have a cousin who beat breast cancer several years ago. Um, so, but but as somebody on the autism spectrum, I do focus a lot on the advocacy for all special needs individuals, and so the I think we have made strides with employment, but we've still got a long ways to go. And I do think that interpretations by some politicians about DEI being a bad thing, I think, is um, not good. I I don't see anything wrong with DEI, and I think DEI is actually a good thing for our country and good for the world. Um, Yet some people, unfortunately, just don't see it that way, and it's unfortunate. And I do think that I'd like to think that um, more generations, as the decades go by, will just agree wholeheartedly that DEI is a good thing. So that's where I'll stick with that. Now, the autism part, I wanted to talk about autism influencing. I put out a video the other day where I used just a tiny part of the song, You May Be Right, sung a part of it. I didn't actually use the sound from the record, I sang it myself. And, um, and, you know, I don't say this as discouragement for myself, but I I definitely am not the biggest influencer. There are many other people on the autism spectrum who I look up to who are doing more things, in my opinion, than I am, and who have bigger followings and all of that. Um, but but I do know that, or I like to believe that I have a lot of good quality, even though the algorithm doesn't always favor getting the content out to the quality. But I can't control an algorithm. I can only control what I put out there. Um, and you know, a lot of times I base these shows and base the short videos that I do off of what I'm feeling in the moment or lived experiences. And yes, we are halfway to the next autism month. Um, but as you know, I don't just advocate in April, I advocate in every month. So, um, so that's what I wanted to say about that. Um, as far as events over the past week since the last show, I I attended another networking event for the chamber that I'm a board member with, and on back on Tuesday to close out September. And then over the past weekend, I um, did both work hard and play hard. The play hard was on Saturday when I attended a street fair, um, well, a fall festival, put it that way. I don't really want to call it a street fair. It was a fall festival um, called Matawan Day. And then the next day on Sunday, that was when I worked hard, although I played hard too. But um, I was on assignment from my workplace um, at East Brunswick Day, my organization's second year being part of that, and my second year being a part of that. Excuse me for a second. Had an itch. Um, remember, I don't go back and edit these things. I just do it live, and whatever happens, happens. But yeah, both of those events were fun. It was hot in the sun during the day, and thankfully, the sunscreen and reapplying that sunscreen really worked because I got color, but I didn't get burned, and uh, and so I consider that success. What I consider somewhat failure, but more so just maybe just didn't totally go my way, was sometimes people are not totally flexible with their professional mode in the vendor tables, and also, like, especially with the Sunday event, it can be hard to have lengthy conversations with people when there are a lot of people and you know a lot of people. I mean, I've gotten to know many people in that specific community in East Brunswick over the past year plus. Um, so it can be hard, but you know, I say overall it was pretty good. Um, and you know, some it it all drives me when it comes to my advocacy and helping people understand that it's not always what you perceive things to be. Um, so if people have an open mind that, perhaps, maybe this person isn't trying to scare you as much as you think, then then you can have a really good outcome. So, you know, do I think that sometimes it takes time to really earn those opportunities or those opportunities for lengthier conversations with individuals? Yes, absolutely. So, but that is what I have for my show tonight. And I hope to be back next week when this 80 plus degree weather in New Jersey will finally be broken for an extended period of time, as we're now a few weeks into fall. And until the next time I come on, I send you all love, light, blessings, and peace. Take care.